All right, we're going to go over iterating over all possible combinations or permutations. A solution to this problem is using the itertools module, and there are 3 functions for this task. So from the itertools, we're going to work with that first function, which is permutations. So we're going to load that. Now, I'm going to provide an example of items that we would be looking to do some permutations or combinations on. So I'll provide those items just as examples. And now we want to see all permutations of these items. So what you could do is you could say for options in permutations, and you want to pass in the items list, and then we can print all the options. So those are all the options for permutations. Instead of having to write your own loops, you can use the permutations function. Now, if you want to see permutations of smaller lengths, you can also provide the optional argument of length. So I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to repaste this, and I'm going to say we want, let's say 2 permutation options. The other function in itertools is combinations, which produces a sequence of combinations of items taken from the input. So likewise, what we did for permutations, we want to import the combinations. And those items are already stored in memory, so I won't need to bring them back in. But let's say I want to now look at combinations. Now, for combinations, the actual order of elements is not considered. So for combination, the same as we had Adam and Bill is going to be the same as Bill and Adam if it was just a combination of 2. So with the combinations, though, you're going to be providing an extra argument. So combinations, you want to provide the list that we created, but you also want to specify the length of those combinations, and the length cannot be longer than the length of the items. So let's do 4. 4 is the max length of those items, and we'll see what that gives us. Since it's a combination and order is not considered, you're just essentially reprinting those items. But let's say we want to see a combination of 3 from those items. And this is without replacement. So you take Adam and you put him in a combo, you take Bill and you take Carrie, and then you're done, as an example. So those are combinations for 3, and just for completeness, we'll do 2, and then if you can guess here, 1 is just going to be all independent. When producing combinations, choosing items are removed from the collection of possible candidates, as you saw here. But there's also a function that relaxes this requirement and allows the same item to be chosen more than once. So we have to import our third function, which is combinations with replacement. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to copy and paste, and I'm going to just provide the different function. Now you can see it's taking a sample from the line 4 times. So a scenario is that you take out Adam from the items. The first time you put Adam back, you pull him again, you put him back again, and then you pull him a 4th time. So these are all the combinations for this. The iter module is very powerful, and it saves you a lot of time instead of having to go through and code it yourself. It's a handy tool. I hope you get some use out of it. Thanks.